Now, of course I'm looking over my notes before this review. I mean, clearly, what else would I be using my phone for? Okay, fine. I'm adding every single Bruce Springsteen album to my library because I just saw Blinded by the Light. Fine. What's happening, guys? James here from Reflect the Screen, and let me confess something. I saw Blinded by the Light 2 times. Before I dive into why this movie is one of my favorites of 2019, if this is your first time here at the channel, welcome to Reflect the Screen. This is a place where I drop videos every single week on movies and TV shows, so don't miss out. Go ahead and hit the big red button below and subscribe to the channel. So thankful for each and every one of you guys just joining me on this journey. I can't wait to finish out the year strong. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends. Oh, also, in the comments below, it's an easy question today. What's your favorite Bruce Springsteen song? Alright, so let's dive into what I liked and what I didn't like too much about Blinded by the Light. Blinded by the Light is a story that surrounds Javid, a boy who grows up in Luton, and he wants to move to London. Even as a boy, he had these dreams, but as he grows older, he understands that his family's coming upon hard times, so now he must balance between wanting to go to Manchester and study creative writing, or support his family fully by just working and dropping out of school. Oh, and then, of course, he comes across Bruce Springsteen, thanks to his friend Roops, who literally gives him 2 cassette tapes. And let me tell you, Javid goes wild. He pretty much turns into Bruce Springsteen. You'll see it in the film. Now let's start with our obvious positive, which is Viveik Kalra. He's a fantastic actor, and honestly, the dude is just so real. I've never seen him in anything else before, and in this movie, he just brought it home for me. He was Javid. It was so great. Like I said at the top of the video, this is a film that I think is really strong, and it's among the best of 2019. That's because this is more of a coming-of-age movie than it is a Bruce Springsteen-inspired film. And trust me, you could put any single artist in this movie, except for probably Cardi B, and it would be a good film, because it's more about Javid and his struggle. Unfortunately, this is a film that also deals with the topic of racism, and I'm saying unfortunately because it just broke my heart to see Javid and his family struggle, but that's something director Gurinder Chadha does pretty well. She's a great storyteller, and what she did in this film is bring out the best of every single cast member. Even the supporting cast was just fully embedded into the story, and listen, I was invested. So the music aided the story, which honestly could stand on its own as a good coming-of-age movie. Listen, if you've been following me throughout this journey here on Reflect the Screen, you know I'm a sucker for romance, right? So there's this relationship between Javid and Eliza, who's played by Nell Williams. Oh my goodness. I mean, okay, there's a moment where they're in the courtyard and Javid is singing with his best friend Matt's father this song by Bruce Springsteen that I just don't know the name of. If you know the name of this song, please drop it in the comments below. But he's like singing to her, he's got a flower, she's with her friends giggling, and it just becomes a beautiful moment in what is otherwise a film that can be a little serious and pretty emotional. But besides Javid's love interest, his relationship with one of his better friends in the film, Roops, is fantastic. Phagura is a great actor, and what he did here is just really capture the innocence of the time and also his carefree mentality. And he influenced Javid, sure, but Javid still was his own character right alongside one of his best buds. Now, we know Bruce Springsteen, right? The boss is a good musician. His lyrics are powerful, and I loved learning a little bit more about the lyrics and the context of Javid's struggle, which is a positive, don't get me wrong. But let me tell y'all, I didn't really care for the lyrics on screen. It happened 2 or 3 times throughout the film. In the trailers, I was a little skeptical, and then when I saw the final product, it really felt to me like a music video in those moments. I didn't really care for the over-dramatic appeal that the lyrics were on the wall, the lyrics were blowing in the wind, and then you had the lyrics in the car next to his head. To me, it felt pretty gimmicky. Now, this might be a little bit of a nitpick because I am a huge Marvel fan and I am a big Haley Atwell fan. I wanted her to have a bigger role. She seemed like that generic teacher who gives you a little bit of motivation along the way, and it didn't really capture my attention as much as I really wish it would have. But honestly, outside of the few negatives that I just talked about, Blinded by the Light is one of the better films of 2019. Viveik Kalra is a fantastic actor. Director Gurinder Chadha tells a story that is so powerful and so emotional, also one that needed to be told, I think. And the characters around Javid are just so wholesome and so lovable that I couldn't help but walk out of the theater smiling. Alright guys, so those are my thoughts and feelings on Blinded by the Light. Again, if you enjoyed this review, thanks so much for sticking with me. Go ahead and hit that big red button below and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this review and let me know in the comments what you think of the movie when you see it. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next screening.